Some of us are confused in this generation. Many of us are frustrated and depressed. Many of us are fallen, lost, feeling hopeless and worthless because the world has given us a wrong standard of success. Whereas many of us are already successful, we've attained unto great heights, but because of the wrong yardstick, we feel inadequate, and this is leading to a depressed life. Today, I want to encourage you that the true measure of success is not what the world is looking at. It's not in the amount of money you have in the bank account. It is not about the fame you have in the city or in your nation. It is not in the number of people that follow you on the social media. It has nothing to do with any material acquisition or extent of wealth you have accumulated in your bank account. The true measure of success is in doing the right thing. From generation to generation, the universal standard remains that living right, doing the right thing, living for justice, and things like that are of more worth than pursuing material things. If we live by the wrong standard, it will get to a point the world will begin to crumble. In our days, we've realized how the pursuit of things have turned many people to become villains, no longer innocent, because the world, even the church, has given wrong standard. They believe that brother with a mansion and a car has more faith, seems to look to be better off as a Christian, a child of God. But if you take those people and extrapolate their lifestyle based on the Bible, we find out that many of them are wanting. We are not saying being rich, having money, and financially endowed and having social follow is wrong. But we are only saying that there are things that are of more significant import or of more importance to us, to our life, so that when we achieve those things, we can be content that we are rightly placed. On this premise, I will bring to us two scriptural examples for our edification to help us understand what is more important. The first person I want us to look at is King Saul. God told him, go out, destroy the Amalekites. He got to the battleground. He saw goodly things. He saw beautiful things, things that are fanciful, things that appeal to human mind. He took as many as possible and brought them home. God told him, obedience is better than sacrifice. Obedience is better than sacrifice. It's better than all these gifts he has brought home. Whereas he thought those things are of better worth, material blessings. Many of us have ditched the word of God, have ditched his command to pursue things. If we have those things and we don't have God, they are of no significance or importance in the long run. What happened to Saul? God pushed him aside. God looked for a better king, a king that will live according to the word of God, a king that will agree to the heart of God. Saul, with all he was able to acquire at the battlefield, was no longer having a good standing before God. Whereas Noah, who happens to follow the word of God, he never received the accolades, the support of his generation. He alone and his family were saved in the flood, but God saw him as his servant. It is not about the number of people that support what you are doing that define your success. God saw Noah as a success because he followed the word of God to the letter. Another person is Jeremiah. God told him, go to the house of uh, the Rechabites, give them wine, let them drink. He got there, he met brick wall. The Rechabites will not accept wine from Jeremiah. In human standard, we will say he has failed, because when God instructed him, he met a brick wall. But in it was a message. God said, tell the Israelites that the forefather of Rechab instructed them and they obey him. But you children that are mine fail to follow my instruction. When you follow the word of God, you are a success. Even if the physical seems not to portend success, there's always uh, lessons that we will be taught. This is why in everything you do, once you have met the quota of God, always believe that God has endorsed you as successful. From time to time, there will always be a lesson of or approval of what you have done. Only ensure that you are not following what men tend to be success. Follow what God tends to be success. In a nutshell, success before God is obeying his commandment, and it has reward in our generation, and it also have reward in eternity, because everything built on the sand of time will crumble, but that which is built on the rock, the word of God, will be sustained forever and ever. If you want to live a life of beauty, stick to obeying the instruction of God. Every other thing out there are fanciful things that crumble with time. God bless you.